Hello, hello. Let's have a talk about the upcoming eclipse, annular solar eclipse that it's happening on the 10th of June. So in 2 days, we are 2 days apart. And it's a very powerful eclipse. The accent is really a lot on the Gemini, and we talked also last month about the fact that we are in this axis Sagittarius and Gemini, and that axis has a lot to do with finding our truth. And which is the right truth in this moment? It's really an issue. But it's important really to make experience of what's our inner truth. That's what's asked in this moment. And also to leave behind the certainty that my truth is the right one also for other people. That's also what Gemini and Sag has to do. Anyway, this eclipse that it's happening here in the northern part of Italy and of Switzerland will be also visible in some areas, with the weather permission, of course. And it's going to happen at 11:42 in the morning, the eclipse, and the full moon, the new moon will happen at 11:54. So the kiss between sun and moon will happen at that time. And we already sense it because we are in the last moon phase in these days, waiting for our new moon. And the phase we are in actually is the balsamic phase, the last one. And it has a lot to do with, okay, I feel there's something I have to let go of. I feel there's something I can sacrifice, but not in a painful way. It's just a holy act of letting go, surrendering. Balsamic phase has a lot to do with surrendering. And that's the preparation for this this new moon that is happening in 2 days. So full moon, that it's very airy full moon. As new moon, I don't know why I'm okay. Maybe because there is such richness in this new moon that I feel it as full, you know. Anyway, the new moon is happening in Gemini. And not only this, it's also closely conjunct to Mercury. And Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So really, I feel that it's very important for us to put our attention on our breath in these days. And maybe would be amazing if we can take the time at the exact time of the eclipse to do a breathing session, to just take our time and listening to this exchange, because Mercury and Gemini are connected to the exchange between inside and outside. Okay, how can I let in things that come from outside? Is it easy for me when I breathe? Do I feel overwhelmed? It's too much? Or can I let this happen? How can I do it? So with my inhale and with my exhale, what I give back to the world, what I offer, you know, and there has to be a fair exchange. It also is a matter of rebalancing, because the Gemini eclipses really are intense for our minds, for our nervous system. Gemini is also connected to nervous system, also to breathing system. So we can be really constantly stimulated, and so yeah, also many sudden things can happen, changes in our travel plans, changes in our projects. Please back up your computer because also these things happen frequently on Gemini eclipses. And it's important that we really use our breathing skills make peace and to calm down our nervous system in these days. This is very, very, very important. And as I was saying, it's a sort of rebalancing of all this stimulation has to be rebalanced through breath. But breath really seen in a very wider perspective. Okay, breath as what I said before, what I take, how I take it. Is it okay for me? Do I feel that what comes from outside is nourishing me? Or is hurting me, damaging me sometimes, somehow? And okay, what do I offer? So breathing, just seen in this very, very expanded perception. That's very, very, very important. And there's some good news, because the last eclipse we had last month, it was a south node eclipse. So it was connected to our karma, to old stuff re-emerging. So I think many of us had to deal with some issues that came up that were very ancient, that were patterns that we maybe were really surprised to see again, because we thought they were okay. I've dealt with it in the past. So, and it was not like this. I spoke with many people that told me this. I also experienced that. But this is a north node eclipse. And also the next one that we are going to have, which will be in November, is a north node one. So they are dharmic. So they help us to embrace our destiny, to really align with our direction. So we are helped in this, and let's help ourselves as well. Really focusing on what's important, also to reorganize, from all these things that arrive into our field. Mercury is also the choice, the ability to, discern, to choose, this thing is not interesting for me, this thing has to be cut, I want this, I don't want this. So Mercury also rules Virgo, not only Gemini. So it has to do with reorganizing, optimizing, choosing what's really right to have in our field. And also, one last thing that is very important for me to tell you is that we have Venus and Mars that are in Cancer. So the two planets of intimacy, of love, of relations. So we really need also to compensate all this mind activity that it's very lit in this moment. It's on, full on, with some caring energy, some, taking care, be tender, be sweet toward ourselves. That's important. And also we have Neptune, that's the shadow of this eclipse, the things we have to be aware and careful also. There is Neptune that is squaring this new moon. So this could really make us very porous, open, very sensitive, also too sensitive. So it's important that we clear the space before going to bed. So we keep our sleep environment clear. We could also use maybe a stone like black tourmaline, some grounding stone into the pillow. So just to be more grounded during those nights, it could be a help. Gardening, walking among the trees is really useful in these days, because this Neptune is also this energy of really confusion sometimes, self-deceptions maybe. So also here it's important to also set some shields of protection around us. You can do in different ways. If you do it with images, it's perfect, because Neptune is much connected to images, to the to the images realm, So you can just call a golden shield or a pyramid around you, when you feel that you are in a place where you could maybe absorb some releases from other people, or you are in a place where there is a lot of pain or low frequency energy, maybe. That's important also in this eclipse. Very important. So I wish a wonderful new start with this dharmic new moon. And see you very, very, very soon. Bye.